station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 25 minutes before 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Thursday morning. If you didn't hear me mention it earlier, I've got a little bit of a cold, and my voice sounds different than normal. I really feel like it sounds real different in my headset. I hope our guest doesn't think he's, calling some crazy guy. Anyway,
a stalker.
Do I sound like a stalker? We have here in Florida something similar to Southern California, and that's the theme parks. And the one thing I hope we never see is a terrorist deciding to target them by sabotaging the rides. And it's sort of kind of the theme of the book we're going to talk about. Mark S. Bacon is on the phone. He's the writer. Gosh, he's been writing for a lot of things. Looks like commercials, which is something we do. He's also been a journalist. It looks like he was on the police beat in Southern California. That must have been an experience.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
And maybe that's where some of this comes from. Maybe some of the ideas were developed as he was doing this. He has written for the Denver Post, the Washington Post, Trailer Life, which I never knew there was a magazine called Trailer Life, Working Woman, and his book is called Death in Nostalgia City. And it does have to deal with sabotaging rides at theme parks, I think. Or maybe I'm wrong. Mark Bacon. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Larry.
Where are you? Where are you calling from?
I live in Reno, Nevada.
Reno, okay. Well, thank you for getting up early to be with us. I had a feeling you were out there. Yeah. Did the idea come from your work with the when you were riding alongside? How does that actually work anyway? How does a reporter covering the police beat work? Do you follow them in your own car? Do you ride with them? How do you do that?
Mostly you just hang out at the police department and interview cops. Occasionally we went out on things, but that's kind of the exception rather than the rule. But that is where some of the ideas for my book came from, having to go to the police department every day, talking to cops and writing up stories. The other half of the inspiration for this was working at Knott's Berry Farm, which is a large theme park just down the road.
Okay.
And when I left journalism for a time, I went into advertising and I wrote commercials at Knott's, and I got to see the backside, the behind the scenes of a big theme park, and found out what goes on there, and it was quite intriguing. And it just kind of sat in my brain for a long time, and finally percolated up to the top, and seemed like a good setting for my protagonist.
And it is a period piece. I mean, you do all things 70s there, which is pretty amazing.
The story doesn't take place in the 70s, but the theme park does.
Mm-hmm.
The theme park is Nostalgia City, and it is a recreation of an entire small town as it would have been in 1970. I mean, it has period everything: cars, clothes, hairstyles, food.
Oh, man, I want to go there. I live there sometimes. I think I live there sometimes. Wow. Has there ever been anybody who's done that? Sometimes, when you used to go to Tomorrowland at Disney, after they forgot to update it, it looked...
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't Tomorrowland for a while. Now they've updated it. But, yeah.
You do have a humor in your book also, and I think your character of Kate is extremely fascinating.
Oh, thank you. I have two main characters. One is a ex-cop who is just overcome with anxiety, and he wears a rubber band on his wrist for therapy. He talks to himself. But the other character is Kate Sorensen, and she learned most of her life lessons on the basketball court because she was a star forward for USC and scored 19 points a game, did very well, but then came out into the business world and found out she had two things working against her. One, she was a woman, and she knew she had to be as good or better than anybody else who was applying for the same jobs. And the other thing that she has working against her that I develop in Death in Nostalgia City is that she's over 6 feet 2 inches tall. And for women, that can be often a disadvantage in business and socially.
See, I like everything about what you're talking about.
He loves a 50-foot woman, by the
way. Theme park in the 70s. A 6'2" woman. I'm set. You know what? Your book came as an ebook, and I'm warming up to the whole ebook concept. And Some ebooks, I don't exactly know how come some have it and some don't, but some have, I can push a button on my Kindle and it'll read it to me. So I don't have to read it. I can put it on my dashboard and listen to it while I'm driving. It's kind of like it's an audio book with a computer voice.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds a little mechanical at times.
Yeah.
Some of that fits Nostalgia City. So.
One of the interesting things that we found about your bio is that you write a very short mystery stories. You have a collection, and they were designed specifically for smartphones. I never realized that before.
Exactly, yeah. Before I wrote Death in Nostalgia City, I started writing what's called flash fiction, which is extremely short stories. Mine were 100 words, exactly 100 words. And so these were mysteries. So the challenge was, can I fool the reader in 100 words? And so I have two books of 100-word mysteries. And Death in Nostalgia City is about, 9,000 times longer.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being on the air with us today. We got it sent to us. How do we get the book? Is it? I'm guessing it's on Amazon and all the other places.
The book is on Amazon, at Barnes & Noble, and all the usual places. It is available in print and in all the ebook formats.
And you have a website as well, is that right? I
have a website as well. You can get more details, and you can read sample chapters on my website. It's fairly simple. It's Bacons, BACONS, baconsmysteries.com.
Is this going to be the first book in a series?
Yes.
Oh, it is. Okay.
I'm working on book 2 right now.
But this is also a standalone novel, which is fascinating to me.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You know, when you're writing as a journalist, I'm guessing that there must be a part of you that really wants to be the novelist, and you made that happen. I think many journalists never take that leap. I guess. I don't know. Am I right?
I think a lot of journalists would like to, and a lot of journalists have. I mean, I think it's the stereotype of the journalist with the half-finished novel in the bottom drawer.
Yeah.
And for me, it was just the half-finished novel bouncing around in my head, and I finally drew it out.
Since you're a professor of writing and you do teach students to write, how do you keep them from getting discouraged?
Keep writers from being discouraged?
Yes, sir.
That's a good question. I try to have the assignments be varied, and so they're not doing the same thing over and over again. That's probably one of the things that got me into different kinds of writing, is working on the police beat. It was like the same robbery story, the same traffic accidents, the same burglaries and stuff every week.
Yeah.
And I looked for variety.
I think that's what we noticed too, because in order to do the show, we have to read a lot of books. And what we like to focus on is the thing that's different about the book. Even if the story is a mystery, every mystery isn't the same. And in your case, for example, I don't think anybody's ever dealt with a theme park that had a theme of the 70s. I don't think so. It's got to be unique. And I like that. I like the concept. Plus the 6'2" woman, you can't go wrong with that.
You also did a do-it-yourself direct marketing book, and people sometimes they think they know all the answers and can embark on their own business venture. But what kind of pitfalls did you cover in there that really opened up people's eyes?
I did a lot of business books starting off before I got into doing fiction. Marketing is just another way of having a creative message come across, whether you're writing a novel, Death in Nostalgia City, or whether you're writing a letter to somebody to buy your savings account. I worked for a lot of banks.
Oh, that is absolutely fascinating, because you wear 3 hats. You do that kind of cold writing, you do journalism, and then you go into the novel. And this novel is really a must-read. It kept me really fascinated from beginning to end.
Thank you. One of the things that got me going on this story was, I don't know if everybody thinks the same way, but I always wondered, what would it be like at a theme park after it's closed, when it's dark, when there's nobody around?
Yeah.
I always wondered that, yeah.
What is that like? And when I worked at Knott's Berry Farm, I found out what it was like. And so I tried to transfer some of that into Death in Nostalgia City.
Oh, that is cool.
You did a great job.
Robin used to work at a small theme park called Six Gun Territory. So you must have seen it closed, right? You must have
Yes.
walked through.
Oh, yeah, we were there.
All right. Well, Mark, thank you so much for being on the show. Good luck with the book, Death in Nostalgia City. Go to Amazon and get it, or go to Mark's website, baconsmysteries.com. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you so much.
All right. We
care.
will take a little break. Struggling with my voice here.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Becky at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located in the heart of downtown Ocala, right next to the historic Marion Theater. I'd like to invite you to stop by and see our new boutique area and meet our staff of professional stylists. Here at Hello Gorgeous, we are ready to update your look with the latest trends. It's the perfect time to brighten up your look, so make your appointment now for those highlights and Brazilian blowout. But don't stop there. We are a full-service salon offering manicures, pedicures, and facials also. So if you've been searching for a salon to call your own, come and see us at Hello Gorgeous Salon. We are located at 48 South Magnolia Avenue in downtown Ocala, right next to the Marion Theater. So call today and set up your appointment at Hello Gorgeous Salon at 351-5358. That's 351-5358. And don't forget, we also do men and children's cuts too. 351-5358.
Hello, gorgeous.
Let's face it, nowadays it can be hard to find American-made products, and that's something that Cabinet Sales of North Florida is well aware of. That's why they're an authorized dealer of Wellborn Cabinetry, family-owned and American-made since 1961. Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your answer for complete turnkey kitchen remodels and whole house cabinetry. Their cabinets are finished with solvent-based enamels for a long-lasting finish that's second to none. Available in an incredible selection of door styles and colors to choose from to turn your dream kitchen into a reality. In-house design and drawing services are available. Come by and see our displays for yourself at the Floors of the Villages, 3935 County Road 216 in Oxford, or Exquisite Design Kitchen and Bath in Bellevue, right across the street from the Bellevue Library. So whether you're looking for bookcases, kitchen, bath, or outdoor kitchen, Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your one-stop source of quality cabinets. For a free estimate, call 352-427-2647. That's 352-427-2647. Cabinet Sales of North Florida.
News Talk 1370 WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults, so use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000. 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370 WOCA.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine today and quite pleasant with lower humidity, the high 79 to 83. Tonight will be clear and cool with lows ranging from the mid-50s and a few inland spots to about 61 at the coast. Mostly sunny and delightful tomorrow, the high 78 to 82. On Saturday, plenty of sunshine and pleasant, the high 81 to 85. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Yo, Goomba, they're doing this comedy about me at the Ocala Civic Theater called Breaking Legs. Yeah, I know, great title. My daughter brings this playwright to a restaurant, want me and the boys to invest in his new play. There's no business like show business, unless, of course, it's the family business. So, I was saying, come see our play, Breaking Legs. Call Ocala Civic Theater at 236-2274 or check it out online at okalacivictheater.com. So what are you waiting for? This is an offer you can't refuse.
Welcome to Infinite Natural Day Spa. We offer massage, facial, waxing, and hydrotherapy with body scrub. Infinite Natural Day Spa will bring you to an unparalleled all-natural experience of beautification, peace, and comfort that is uniquely yours. We hope to transport you to a place where you can truly appreciate a newly found state of relaxation.
With a graduate degree in management and leadership from Webster University, there'll never be a better time for you to explore what's next in your career. Classes are scheduled